Yo, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back into another video. And in today's video, we are playing Arm Wrestling Simulator. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about a couple things that I think that Arm Wrestling Simulator should add, or what I think they will add in the future, and kind of just all that different stuff that I think would be really cool for them to add and make the game a lot better. I mean, I love the game. I think it's really, really good. But if they added these things, it would make it 10 times better, or make it like even more fun than it already is. So the first thing that I know a lot of people have been complaining about is trading. Adding a trading plaza, or even getting rid of the whole where you can't trade people who are above you or below you. Like, you can't do that. So adding something like that, basically to make trading a little bit easier, so you can actually trade with people who aren't in the same world as you. Because sometimes it can get a little bit annoying, because if you go past someone, then you can't trade them anymore. And it's like, for instance, for like me, I do a lot of giveaways on this, so when I can't trade people below me, it just kind of sucks, because then I can't give them pets and make it a little bit more enjoyable for them, or keep them involved in stuff like that. So that would just be one of the things that I wish that they added. Now, another thing I wish they added was a little bit of a better season pass. I feel like the season pass is good. Like, it's nice, the rewards are nice to get, like these last few are pretty good. But in reality, like this void potion, this golden potion, and this builder dog are just not really quite they're not really like that important of a necessity that you need. It just feels like the season pass is very lacking compared to what I feel like it could potentially be. And I feel like maybe adding a little bit more stuff to the rewards, or even adding a little bit more for the premium players that would buy the premium pass, because as of right now it seems very lackluster, and it seems like you only get like season 1 eggs. And the season 1 eggs, I have a couple here. Like the Doodle Croc only is 45 times, and the Toxic Parrot is only 66 times. So you can clearly see that maybe adding a little bit more to that would definitely help that out as well. Alright, so the next one that I feel like they should add that would make the game a little bit more interesting is if they added something like a strength potion, because if you look here, I can't zoom in, but if you look here, there is these 3 potions, which I'm guessing they're gonna add in the future. It looks like there is a blue one right here, there is this big one in the back, and then there's also this red one. So if I had to guess, they're probably gonna be adding 3 new potions, or they have 3 planned for the future. As of right now, there's only 4. These 4 are actually pretty good. I'm surprised that they actually gave us a void, one of these void things for free, considering you can get a bunch of them in the free gifts section. You can get, I think, you can get 3, and then you can get 3 golden ones as well. I think something like that. So it's actually pretty nice. I like the free gifts a lot, actually. Alright, so the next one that I think they should add is adding more daily gifts. I like the gifts, but the problem is that it seems to be stuck at day 5, which is just a little bit weird. I'm not quite sure why it's stuck at day 5, but each time at day 5 you can actually redeem this reward every 24 hours. And it seems like, yeah, because like it's stuck here, and you can't claim these rewards again. I think what would be really cool is if they made it go from 5 days to 30 days, and during those couple of days you can get like some of these crates, you could get a lot of different cool things, or even like some season eggs to make it feel more involved, or maybe some event eggs, or a guaranteed Cran Tiger during like nearing the ending of the pass. And then maybe towards the end of the pass have something like really big that people would want. Maybe like 3 double win potions. Like, I think that would be really cool, having some free to play ×2 win potions, because as of right now there is actually no free to play ×2 wins in the game. So I wish they would add something like that. I think it would be very cool. The next one is adding something like a traveling merchant. I know a lot of games have this. There's a bunch of games out there that now have this. It's not just like Pet Simulator X or whatever, but basically something that comes around every few like hours or something like that, that basically has pets for you to buy. I think this would be really cool. It would keep people wanting to buy pets from there. Like, let's say it would have maybe like this pet right here that has 2,700 stats. Make it cost like 500 billion wins or something like that. I feel like would kind of keep people involved and try to get people to be there at that exact time that they do it. And then also something that would be cool is if every 12 hours they would have a different merchant that comes that gives you even better rewards, or maybe you can buy potions from there as well. I think that would be kind of a cool thing as well. And the next one is actually right next to us. So the enchant thing, I think the enchant thing is really good. I know a lot of people didn't really like the fact that it cost rebirths at first, but I don't think that people mind too much anymore, because I feel like rebirths are a lot easier to get now, especially with the better pets that have come out, and you can actually have like really good ones. As of right now, the only enchants that are in the game are Lucky, Winner, or Winner, and the Best Friend. And the problem with the Best Friend is that if you put it on one of your good pets, it actually makes them worse. So obviously, I know that's something that wasn't intended and that I'm sure they'll fix in future updates. But I feel like, yeah, the only good ones is Winner, and Lucky, which I think are really good. The Lucky is very good for opening eggs, obviously, and Winner makes getting wins just way easier, and 20% difference actually is a lot, considering how much you could potentially be getting. Because if we look at my pets, they all have Winner 3, right? So if we look, I have 8 pets equipped right now. If you do 8 times 20, that brings you to 160%. So I get 160% more wins than I normally would. So let's say if I would normally get 500 trillion wins every time that I killed something, I would instead get 1 QA. Or I would get like 1.25 QA, something like that. So it's definitely a lot better. If you're going to enchant your pets, I would get Winner 3, or I would get Lucky on it as well, because I feel like those two are the best ones as of right now. But if I had to guess, they're going to be adding strength ones to the game, and basically to make your pets a lot more powerful. Having something like that, I think, would just be really cool, and I'm sure in future updates they're going to be adding something like that as well. Another thing I think they should add is currency in this game, and basically a currency that you can buy things with, so like tokens, right? And these tokens, as you can see, this costs 1,299. Instead, make it where you can also pay 1,299 tokens. Now, I'm not saying make tokens the easiest thing to get in the world. I don't think you should do that, because obviously I understand you can't make everything free, but make it to where maybe every so often you can get tokens, so then people can save them up and also trade them around so they can get game passes for free, just to keep free-to-play players not too far behind to where they constantly need to beg people for pets or constantly feel like they need to get some sort of boost updates. I think that would just kind of make it a lot better, and keep people more involved in everything. The next one is actually with the leagues. I think the leagues are actually kind of cool, because you get to fight people and get better rewards as you keep fighting them. But I wish it was like the pets. I think the pets would be something like where you could get stat pets. And if you don't know what stat pets are, pretty much like the Huges in Pets MX, where they have like question marks, where they're as good as your best pets. So, for instance, if I were to get a 3 question mark pet, it would be as good as my Ghost Super Angel pet right here. So I think that would just be kind of cool to add. It would definitely make it a lot, just a lot better to play leagues, because as of right now, like 1,000, that's not gonna go on my team. Even for golden, it's like 2,500. That's not gonna go on my team either. Even if I were to get it all the way upgraded, it still wouldn't be on my team. So obviously, I just feel like making them a little bit better, or adding like question mark pets that would be as good as your best would be a really cool thing to obviously add to the game and make it more intriguing, I guess. The other thing that I think they should add is adding skin crates. Basically, these skin crates would go on like maybe on your arm. As you can see, they added arms recently, which I think is very, very cool. Definitely a really cool update that they did. And basically just maybe having like some sort of backpack or something like that, where you could get a skin for it and get like even more power every time you use something. I think that would be really cool to have, and would just kind of be a nice thing to do in the meantime, is like open up crates and try to get stuff. I like the idea. I love crates. I think it's very like nice that they added them to the game, because it kind of keeps you to keep doing something. And I like how it's hard to get these diamond crates. Like, it's not super easy, but it's also not super hard. And also how you can get some of these cool items in the game as well. I think just make it a lot better and stuff like that. Also, I just have to say, I love the fact that they're adding new worlds. I think one thing that they should also do is make adding worlds, when they add worlds, to make it a little bit easier to get there. I feel like it's a little bit hard right now to get into a new world. It seems just very hard to get there, and I don't know, something about it is just like there's a lot of people stuck in World 3. If you go around to like every server, you're gonna see a lot of people stuck in World 3, because a lot of them are free-to-play players and they can't go to the nuclear bunker yet, because it's just too expensive or it's too hard for them to actually get there. And I just wish that it would be a little bit easier, or at least trade or change or at least change the trading so that you can actually trade someone above or below you. I think would be a really cool thing to add into the game. Alright, the next thing that I think they should add to the game is something that Pets MX has, but it's signing pets. I think that signing pets would be a really cool thing, mainly because I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, which means that if I get there, I would actually be eligible to become a partner or get my own like creator code thing that people could essentially use and make it to where I'm able to sign pets or something like that. Like, it would just be a very cool thing if I could go around and sign people's pets. But that's why we need a trading plaza. That is the exact reason. I think that is the number one thing, is having a trading plaza added to the game. Would just make it so much better, make it 10 times better, or making even more rare pets. Because as of right now, I feel like there's no value to pets. Like, I feel like pets don't have a value, mainly because there was a duping glitch that was going on for a very, very long time. Obviously, it's now been patched for the most part, at least the ones that were more accessible to people. But it kind of ruins some of the value of, like, the ghost or the super crystal eye or the super angel. You know, it kind of ruined their value, and it just kind of doesn't make them as valuable as some of the other ones are. So I think it would be a very, very cool thing for them to add a sort of like more valuable pets and kind of get rid of the whole duping thing. I think would be a nice thing. I know obviously they're trying to get rid of it and stuff, but I think it would make it even better to do. And also another one is adding a bank. I think a bank would help so much, because right now, as you can see, a bunch of these pets I don't want to get rid of, because I want to have pets from events and I want to keep them in my inventory, because they're never going to come back, right? They're never going to come back, nothing like that. So I think having a bank where you can store your pets and keep them in there for a while would be just kind of a cool thing that you can do, and just open up your inventory a lot more. I think would be very cool for them to add that to the game, and make it even better. Another thing I think would be really cool to add is if they added clans. I know it might seem a little weird, but adding clans to the game. So basically, the clans, you can have a group of 20 people, and essentially it's kind of like Clash Royale, right? Where there's 5 teams that go against each other and you all fight, right? And let's just say you all start at a certain amount and you grind over and over again to try to get the most amount of stuff. And then you go against each other in arm wrestling fights, and whoever wins the most, whoever gains the most amount of points, will keep moving on and will get better and better rewards. Maybe like you'll get potions, or you'll get certain pets, different things like that. I think would make it even more enjoyable to this game. So those are a couple of the things that I think should be added to Arm Wrestling Simulator. Again, this isn't like, oh, the game, like, oh, it's bad or whatever. Like, no, I think the game is awesome. I love it. But those are a couple of the things that I think would make it even better to add, just to make the experience a little bit easier and even more fun for players to play. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. Turn on notifications because I go live all the time. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.